Good morning, everyone. Thanks for joining us this morning. We're going to be discussing some of the strengths that EquiTrust has in this environment we're in. I know they also just introduced a brand new single premium life plan they're reintroducing into the market. I know it's a very competitive program on that side of the business. I know that Andrew will be joining us here shortly to go over some of the strengths and some of the new programs that EquiTrust is offering here in 2024. We're looking at finishing the year strong here, so looking forward to a really good end of the year here. I know the Fed just dropped rates yesterday by 50 basis points. I know that will trickle down into our rates and all the other rates out there. So we'll see some pretty sizable decreases in rates, I have a feeling, the next few weeks. So we'll see how that plays out. We do continue to offer our new producer builders here in 2024 based on your production the first 180 days of being contracted through IAMS. Different levels of programs you can qualify for, anywhere from seminar systems to iPads to cash to video programs, radio shows. We have a lot of different programs you can choose from here, and a lot of really solid ways to get in front of more clients and expand your business. So definitely worthwhile on that. We also do our referred producer program. You can refer agents to IAMS. You receive a nice override on their production. You get a $50 bonus when they get licensed through IAMS, so a good way to pad your pocketbooks. We also do marketing reimbursement. We reimbursed half of your cost of advertising. So if you do a seminar and it costs you $3,000, we'd reimburse you $1,500 of that based on your balance in your account. We do add $100 for every $100,000 of indexed annuity premium you write with the IAMS. You get $200 for every $100,000 of single premium life, and then $200 for every $10,000 of target premium on the life side. Great way for IAMS to participate in your costs of doing business. We also have a great back office support team. We have a great group in the new business department, creative department, contracting department. We have a lot of really good personnel across the board. Of course, we got a great marketing group on both the annuity and life sides of the business. Good way for you to take advantage of what we have available, utilize the services we provide here at IAMS. Good way for you to keep things rolling. We also have our own website. We've had an online for 20 plus years. You can pull some great information off that. Maybe you want to download current interest rates. If you need some brochures or applications, a lot of those are on our website. You can get on and do applications on our website via our e-app platform. A lot of good industry links there. A lot of great information you can utilize there based on those programs. As I mentioned, we do have the e-app programs available through Luma. We have Firelight, iPipeline, and Sunfire. You can go on and do those through our Luma platform, and a good way to get all the details on what's available on that side. I know when you do e-apps, your business does go through smoother, less handwriting situations, and less missing forms. Everything has to be submitted in order for you to take advantage of our programs there. So as I mentioned, we have a great creative team here. They can help you out with doing advertising via websites. They can do website development for you. They can redo your company logo, maybe redo your company colors, do some brochures, some handouts, maybe do some social media advertising. They can really help you out with a lot of different facets of that side of the business and help you get in front of more clients. That's where the bottom line, when you get in front of more clients, you're going to make more sales. So really a great combination there. We do have a lot of different marketing groups we work through that do advertising for both life insurance and annuities. We have our Safe Money events with virtual workshops. We also have groups that do drip campaigns where they drip advertise on your CRM clients. So a great way to create more activity with your existing clients and be able to get some new information out to them on a very timely fashion. A great way to strengthen your brand out there in the field, create new opportunities. A good way to take advantage of that program there. We also have a fantastic wealth management team that we've put together here about 5 years ago. We have a good group of individuals on that side that help you out with that whole security side of the business. I'm going to launch a quick poll here. If you would like to get some more information on IAMS Wealth Management Team, be glad to get that out to you. Leave this open for about 50 seconds to a minute. If you do have interest in talking to Duncan Smith, he's our recruiting cog there at IAMS Wealth Management. We're glad to have Duncan give you a call. We've got a great platform of investments that you can utilize with clients. We've got strong programs they can utilize for retirement down the road. It's always good to have both the insurance side and the security side filled for you as an agent. That way you're not referring business down the road and your client ends up doing more business with them than you. It's always good to have everything in one bag, and that way you can help them out with all facets of the market there. So again, if you do have interest in getting a call from Duncan, we'd be glad to have him give you a buzz and get that moving forward. I'll go ahead and close this up. We'll get things going here. We do academies also, and we have one coming up next week, Wednesday through Friday. It's our kind of quarterly meeting we do here in Omaha. I know Andrew came out to our last meeting here a couple months ago, and this one's going to be next Wednesday through Friday, holding it here in Omaha, Nebraska at our home office, going over a lot of great information, with you. And as an attendee, you pick up some great sales ideas. You get a lot of good stuff when you do attend these meetings. We do take care of most of your costs. If you do have interest in coming out to one of our future events, this will probably be the last one we do here in 2024. We're looking at doing some more in 2025. If you do have interest in coming out to one of our academies in 2025, mark off yes. We'll put you on the interested party list. We'll keep it to date when that next meeting is going to happen. Guessing our first meeting probably won't happen until about April of 2025. We do it one a quarter, so next will probably be sometime in June. Then we typically do one that's like in August or September, and then finish off with maybe October and November. So this depends on kind of how things line up, how our trips line up, whatever else is going on. We'll have some really good speakers at these meetings. We're bringing a lot of high quality agents. We bring in some of our top selling agents. They go over some information on how they get in front of more clients, how they close more sales. We do some roundtable events with them. But if you do have interest in coming out to one of those, mark off yes. I'll leave this open for another 20 seconds or so. I'm glad to have you out to Omaha or another location. Do a lot of meetings in Des Moines. We'll do some in Dallas. It just kind of depends on what's going on that time of year. But if you do have interest in coming out to one of our featured events, definitely mark off yes, and we'll go ahead and add you to the list. Otherwise, we'll go ahead and keep things rolling here. We do offer an annual event. Actually, every 18 months, we do a trip you can qualify for. I know our next trip is going to be to Quebec City. Beautiful location up there in Canada. The trip itself is going to be August the 3rd through the 8th of 2025. It does take 5 million points to qualify. We do some special qualifications along the road where you can earn double points. So, you could easily qualify for half of that for 22.5 million points. Qualification period runs 18 months, January the 1st of 2024 through June the 30th of 2025. I know we'll probably expect to have about 70 couples join us on this trip. So it should be a really nice program we put together here moving into next year. We also have presence on Facebook and LinkedIn. If you do follow those social media paths, we do have some presence on both sides. We do some special advertising on both ends, and we might have a special program that's available for those that do get our information on Facebook. You'll run a little special incentive or something you might be able to pick up on one of those social media sites. So glad to have you join us on those sites. And I know we're glad to have Andrew with us this morning. Andrew Gabriel is our internal wholesaler. He is from home office in Des Moines, Iowa with EquiTrust. So glad to have Andrew on board. I'm going to go ahead and give you control here. Andrew, your computer is now up on our site screen. So go ahead and get things going there.
Perfect.
On your end. Looks like you got that all moved in there. So appreciate you joining us, Andrew. Glad to have you on a Thursday morning.
Excellent. Well, thank you for having me, Matt. And you can see my screen, is that correct? You said?
Yes, I can.
All right, perfect. So today, Matt asked me to come on and share some things that EquiTrust is currently doing here. When I first started here in April, I was amazed at some of the things they're going to be bringing on, as Matt said here a little bit ago about, life insurance, and then being very competitive in the income space, along with our bridge product, and a lot of exciting things going on here. So, like we always talk about, whether it's baseball or whatever it may be, as a 5-tool player, you can run, hit, a little bit of everything, right? So we've got products for a little bit of everything. So today I'm going to go over that and share some information with you. So first, it's our competitive lineup. Like I explained, we've got our index annuities, we've got fixed annuities, and then we do have also a single premium immediate annuity. And then, like I said, we'll go into a little bit of the bridge and a little bit of our Wealth Max, which is our single premium life insurance product as well today. With that said, we have our FIA products at a glance here. Our Market Power, our Market 10, and our Market 7 have been really very, very competitive in the income space, lifetime income benefit riders. So definitely very competitive in that space. I can tell you the premium bonuses here currently that you see are crossed out are ending at the end of March, or excuse me, at the end of September. My apologies there. September 30th is the last day. So you'd have to have the apps in here before 5 p.m. Central Time for the 12 and 8%. Otherwise, it goes, you can see, down to 10 and back down to 6. Now, our Market 5 has been very popular too in the accumulation space. Market 7 and Market 5 for accumulation have definitely been strong competitors for rates and all of that as well. So those are some of our FIA product at a glance. I've got one more page here, our Market Max, our Market Force, and obviously our bridge as well. So we've got a lot of index annuities. There's a few here that may not sell as much as what a couple of these other products here, like I had mentioned, Market Power, Market 10, or Market 7, or Market 5. But we definitely do have the other ones available too as well. Just a little bit of a diversification, so to speak, from that standpoint. So
what's been your top seller this year, Andrew? What are you looking at your top 2 sellers here in 2024?
Yeah, in 2024, I would say, honestly, our Market 7 has been our top seller because there's been a lot of people, since we've gotten our income riders competitive again after March. Market 7 is designed for clients that are looking to take income in that first 7 years. So definitely a lot of people that are looking to maybe 1035 over from an old variable annuity, that have payoff factors and roll-ups that are not very appealing. So they're rolling over here and definitely getting that for sure with that 25% benefit base they have on it, along with the 7% roll-up for 7 years. So the Market 7 has definitely been our top. I would say Market 5 or Market 7 from the standpoint of accumulation. From that standpoint, just because they're obviously a little less in year surrender charges, unlike the Market Power or Market Value in the 10-year and 14-year space. from that standpoint. So definitely, for sure.
And the good thing about that market 7 also has really good accumulation along with the extremely high income payouts. So
Yep.
unlike most of the competition who really lower their rates when they have very
Right.
strong income play,
Yep.
you guys keep yours really high and very strong.
Right. Yep. Exactly. And we were talking a little bit ago, but yeah, definitely with our rates, we tend to be a carrier that tends to change them. We're not the leader in taking rates down first. We normally follow suit, see what everybody's doing. So that helps out too, to get
Yeah,
clients
keep your
in
rates out there
with higher
longer for
rates,
sure.
longer for sure. So yep,
Yeah.
exactly. So yeah, there's the product, FI products at a glance. Now we'll go on to the optional IBR, what I was talking about. Once again, it's available on the market power, market 10, market value, and market 7. The 3 products you see the IBR on are definitely the power, the 7, or the 10. Where you're using, like I said, the IBR is on the market 7 for anything from, like I said, the first 7, 8 years, and then the market 10 and market power are going to be for anybody deferring longer than that, so 8, 9 years. The market 7 and market 10 and all of those kind of coincide right about in the 8th year is where they're pretty dead even, and then after 9 years, the market power and the market 10 are the ones that take off then. So as you can see here, the annual fee, the nice thing about our fee on our income riders is it is taking off the accumulation value instead of the income rider benefit. Also, the minimum age is 40, where a lot of them sometimes are 50. It is first year of income at age 50. Income can be started and stopped. Payments will never decrease. The nice thing about our payments will continue even if the accumulation depletes to 0, meaning say a spouse, it's a single payout and the spouse primary beneficiary, they can step in whatever's left in the income account benefit and based upon their payout and take lifetime income, where a lot of times if the accumulation depletes to 0, then the income stops. Well, that's not with ours, so it does definitely go for lifetime for the spouse as well, for a single payout, that is. The income withdrawals, we've got a chronic illness that's up to 5 years in the event of a chronic illness failing 2 of the 6 ADLs. No confinement required, so that's a nice thing. And then also on a chronic illness as well, that's another thing to state, is even if you have $1 when you go to turn the income on, you are going to get the chronic illness for the full 5 years as long as you're failing 2 of the 6 ADLs each year. So that's big, because a lot of times if the accumulation or cash value does deplete to 0, then a lot of carriers are stopping that and just reverting back to the original income. So it does double for up to 5 years as long as they're failing 2 of their 6 ADLs if the accumulation value goes to 0. We do have available inherited IRAs too. That's another niche that a lot of carriers are not, have available, right? So we do allow inherited IRAs, and we do allow them on income riders. And that was the first, when I first came over here, I heard that and I was like, you allow what? So it is definitely something that is nice, because most carriers don't allow inherited IRAs on the actual income benefit rider product. So
Are you aware of the new legislation that just went through, Andrew, where on the inherited IRAs, if the person that you inherit the money from was taking their payments on RMDs, then they are requiring it to be paid out immediately?
mhm,
You can't delay it for the 10 years like you can if they were
right,
not taking payments.
right,
Did you hear about that
correct.
change?
Yep, I did,
Yep.
and then that's something that's definitely we'll take it in consideration too, though. I mean, if it's an RMD that needs to come out, we'll allow the
Mm-hmm.
RMD to come out. So we're
Right.
not
And then the
gonna,
person that inherited the money has to continue to take those RMDs each
right,
year.
yep,
They
yep,
cannot delay it till the end of the time period. They need to take them along the way
right.
if the person that died was actively taking out those RMDs.
Right. Exactly. And like I said, we're not going to discriminate from the standpoint of having them wait a year. We'll definitely take out, if they can take the RMD out at the other company, we prefer that. But if that's the case, then we'll definitely take the RMD out here as well. So
Cool.
yeah, key features in the index annuities, from the standpoint of, full accumulation, value at death benefit, 10% penalty free, nursing care rider, terminal illness, pretty much this, this is on the accumulation phase part of it for the index annuities. Very, very similar to most carriers. The nice thing about our Market 10 bonus, it does have a return of premium rider. So sometimes you don't see that a lot on index annuities. So that's nice. Have a very wide variety of index options as well. We just got a couple new indexes, the S&P Trigger and the S&P Intraday, which are two indexes that are very, very popular now, for sure. The Intraday mirrors the S&P 500 very well. Obviously, the Trigger is very popular just because, it's anything positive you're going to get, say if it's a 7% cat or a 7%, anything positive is getting 7% no matter what. So very nice from the standpoint of those indexes. Excuse me. Come on to the key factor of renewal rates. We do display our renewal rates on our website, where most carriers do not. And people like to see how consistent we are with our renewal rates. So we are going to display them. So you can see here, just for example, on our market value index here, how consistent we were through, especially 2008, right? No drop in the actual renewal rate. So very huge from that standpoint when it comes to renewal rates. So we do like to make sure that everybody's aware that you can go under our agent website and look at the renewal rates for any of our products. So that's a huge deal there for sure.
Those rates actually went up, looks like, in years 4, 5, and 6, and 7.
Yeah. So it definitely can happen. So,
Awesome.
with the bull market starting there, definitely it was, great to see, because better than going down, right? For sure. So, Certainty Select, that's our multi-year guarantee product. Here are the key features: single premium, minimum 10,000. Do have a 3, 5, 6, and 8 and 10 year. The nice thing about our product is you can take interest out. It's interest only out starting in the first year. That would be the penalty free. So you can definitely do that. Strong, in the commission area. So yeah, just your simple MIGA. It is single premium though. Just so you know that.
The good thing about that interest is a cumulative interest. So if your client takes their interest out in the third year, it's all the interest they've earned since day one.
That's right.
That's to that point in the third year. So you could actually end up taking more than 10% out.
Right.
I mean, if you were, earning 5% per year and you take at the end of the third year, you're up at least 15% plus compounding, and you could take a pretty sizable chunk of change out.
Oh yeah, I agree. So that's that. Glad you pointed that out. That is definitely something that is
so that's a huge deal, I think. And
as
far as I know, EquiTrust is the only company that allows that. So
right,
kind of a special feature that EquiTrust does have.
Yep, exactly. And then obviously, just I put a little more over here, maybe appropriate for different individuals here. With tax deferred interest and CDs or that we're trying to compete against. So to move on, our choice 4 is our multi-annual reset index annuity. The nice thing about this is it does have a premium bonus of 1.5. It's kind of like an index annuity in the sense that you're going to get say, for example, say it's a 4.75% rate for that first year, but it is going to have a renewal every year. Now, once again, like I just talked about, renewal rates are very consistent with us. So I would imagine that, from what I've seen, and if you go on the agent website for this choice 4, they're very consistent. So I can't guarantee you that it would be 4.75 for, those amount of years, but definitely has been from past history a good thing. So
Isn't there a piece that shows like 90% renewal integrity on that one?
Yep, there is. Yep, there is actually. Yep, no, there is.
Good.
So 1.5 premium bonus, so that's a nice thing for sure. So, and then right now currently,
a solid commission, especially up in those 80s. Earning over 4% commission on a 6-year contract is a great combination.
Especially when it's considered a fixed annuity. It's paying like a 5-year index annuity is. So yeah, for sure.
Exactly.
Confidence income is our SPIA. I'd say, we're very competitive in that. We don't sell a whole lot. I think there's other people out there, that, but we would definitely want to let people know we have it too, and you can definitely always shop around and see what we have to offer and whatnot, but it's just your regular, SPIA from that standpoint.
I just launched a quick poll too. So if you want to get more information on some of these products we've talked about so far from EquiTrust, the ones we'll be talking about in the next couple minutes, mark off yes. I'll go ahead and get that information sent over to you. We'll send you over a brochure, rates, and I'm also going to be calling everyone that was on today's meeting, going over any questions you may have, any information you may want to take a look at. A lot of good information I can send you out based on what EquiTrust has. So if you have interest in that, go ahead and put down yay or nay, and we'll go ahead and get that over to you.
Perfect.
And anything else you want to talk about while this is up on the screen here?
Yeah, nothing from that standpoint. Obviously, SPIAs, they have their place and fit. I always refer back definitely to the income riders from that standpoint because they have more flexibility in what a SPIA does. Potentially higher
income
payout
riders have actually
factors.
been paying more than SPIAs have.
Yep.
So if you can earn,
Exactly.
a higher compensation based on an income rider on an indexed annuity,
Right.
if you're making, 6 or 7% versus 3,
Right.
also paying a higher income, it's really a no-brainer, to sell the indexed
Yep.
annuity versus the SPIA.
Exactly. Obviously, as rates come back down, as we see, it'll definitely. I mean, there was a place in time when SPIAs were a little bit, about even with income riders, but definitely not
Right.
currently right now. So.
And I had an agent that called me about a week ago that he ran into a client he had sold a number of years ago, and then when their anniversary came up, they decided to annuitize their contract, which they did
mm,
not know what they were doing. So
mm,
they did that about 9 months ago, and of course, once you annuitize, you really can't go back from that. So
no. Wow.
that's the good thing about the income riders. You can stop the payments when you wish,
Yep.
and then start them up down the road, or you can transfer your money down the road too. Where annuitization, you're much locked in. You can't do anything from that point forward.
Right. You got it.
Yep. Why don't you
Going
close
on
that
to
up? We'll move forward now.
Yeah. Going on to the bridge product. This is our product that came out about 2 years ago. It's been a very popular product. People looking for long-term care. It's got a chassis of an index annuity. Think about an index annuity and a lifetime income benefit rider attached. Well, this is an index annuity with a long-term care rider attached. So it's not your true long-term care, but it is a hybrid. The nice thing about this is that, we have different ages and different classifications and underwriting. The nice thing about the underwriting is that you are guaranteed approved, okay? Depending on the classification, you go into secure, standard, or preferred, okay? I can tell you from the applications that we've been doing, about 60% of the people get preferred, about 10% get, standard, and 20% get secure. So from the standpoint of secure, when we say that would be somebody, we have like 5 questions they got to answer, and the first 3 questions, if they were to answer yes, then they would get a secure rating automatically, so they wouldn't go through underwriting. So, but we do have an underwriting. It's like 20 to 30 minutes. It's a video, very not not too much detail, but it's just very much physical and cognitive abilities that they go over and things like that. There's no other testing or anything like that. And then typically, if you have a classification pretty quickly. So definitely a nice thing there. So, anybody that, as we know, 90% of the companies out there are not doing long-term care anymore, and the 10% that are very expensive. And from that fact, well, here we go. We have a product that, is not as expensive. You're able to get in, with that index annuity, say they never use the long-term care. Well, guess what? The beneficiary can have the cash value or the accumulation value, where with true long-term care, you're just throwing premium at it. and if you don't use it, you lose it, right? So with that said, it's very flexible in the standpoint of, and even if you do a claim on long-term care as well, they don't require receipts. So we're just going to pay out the claim if they fail 2 of their 6 ADLs, and pay that to them for up to 5 years from the standpoint of that benefit when they submit a claim. Any questions from your standpoint, or anything that you can point out there, Matt? Anything that comes to mind?
One thing that has come up with a couple guys I've talked to is they're asking about the qualified dollars. If you guys are looking at something down the road, maybe where you
Right.
allow them to maybe do a transfer over, maybe over a number of years from the from the qualified side to the
Sure.
non-qualified side, and something on that range, in that range moving forward. Is that
Yeah.
on the books at all regarding maybe doing something down the road on that end?
Yeah, definitely foresee the qualified coming down that. I just don't have an ETA currently of when that
Okay.
might happen, but they definitely have that on the deck, so to speak, to come down the road. It's just non-qualified only right now, but yeah, I foresee that happening. I think we just had a lot of our resources going towards a single premium life insurance product, and so I think once we get that up and going, then we'll definitely be looking into some of these other things as well, for sure.
Good, because I know a lot of people have blocks of money in the qualified side
Oh, yeah.
that they may not have as much on the non-qualified side, from what I
Right.
see.
Exactly. So here's a little bit more of the details and all of that for the bridge. But any questions you ever have or anything, we can definitely send some information. All of this is on the bridge microsite as well, that I'll cover here in just a moment.
Cool.
Now we're introducing just the Wealth Max Bonus Life. We just came out with this, very exciting, on 2 days ago. It's a single premium life insurance IUL product. So it's very much like your index annuity. It's going to have your indexes, just like your S&P cap. Some of the different indexes that we already have in the actual index annuity. Here's a few of the details on it. It's a 10-year surrender. Premium, obviously, minimum $10,000, $1 million face value, single premium, issue age 45 to 80. You do get a 12% premium bonus on the cash value or on the accumulation value. So that's a nice thing there. It is a return of premium. We do have our accelerated death benefit riders, and it does pay a nice hefty commission as well. We are running something until 12/31 where additional 1% for anybody that sends in a app, then we'll get 11% and 8% for 76 to 80. So that's a nice thing here. And also, when I explain the details for the bridge on the microsite, we do have that up and running now for the Wealth Max. It's on our microsite as well. So a lot of exciting things out there, detail-wise. Any questions you ever have, definitely go out there, give Matt a call, give me a call, whatever it may be, and we can definitely answer those.
Is that additional commission on one piece of business or all the business they submit between now and the end of the year?
That's just on one piece of business specifically.
Okay.
Yep.
So make sure it's your biggest piece of business to submit.
There you go.
When you want the additional comp. Yep.
Exactly. So yeah, that was just in a nutshell there. I was going to talk about the trail commissions. The nice thing about our trail commissions, some maybe carriers don't have, obviously you have an upfront. We do have an upfront with an annual trail, and then we have option C with an annual trail. I can tell you, like street value or street level, with this one, it is a 1-1. So that's nice, especially those guys that are maybe securities licensed as well and do manage money. It can be very similar to that when they're getting a 1% trail on their managed money. So if they want to get a trail and have passive residual income.
The 1%'s on the annual value, right? So at the anniversary date, you get the 1% based on that value.
Exactly.
So your payments can actually go up.
Yeah, exactly. And then, upfront here, but you're gonna have more of an upfront here, but a little less of a trail. But if you want a trail, we definitely have those options too. And then here's our web-based resources. I can tell you, when I came to EquiTrust, the agent website it's amazing. They have all of these resources in just one area, and you don't have to go to different areas to get all that information. So a lot of good stuff here. the agent's website, agents.equitrust.com, and you can have access to all of this here, from the tools standpoint,
You guys getting
illustrations,
about half your applications
applications.
on the apps now, Andrew?
Actually, it is up to 70%.
Nice.
So yeah, we ran a special last year where you send in some apps on additional, on the e-app or on Firelight, and we'd pay you an additional so much, for
Yeah,
those. So that
right.
was a nice thing, and I think that's really helped out. And honestly, I think Firelight's definitely the way to go, because then it doesn't, from the NIGO
No,
standpoint, then you don't have to go back to your client.
you're not missing forms. I mean, these
Missing
50-page
stuff.
applications get a little overwhelming because of
Exactly.
print. And if you're doing something that automatically fills out a majority of it, when you type some information in, it makes a huge difference.
Exactly. So here's our web-based resources for the agent website. So a lot of tools there to look at for sure. Just want to put the company strength in here. We're at 27.2 billion in invested assets, 94% investment grade, 544 risk-based capital. Solvency ratio, that's huge. I think we're one of the top out there from that standpoint. I can tell you that just this year, Fitch in April moved us up to an A-, and then just in, I think it was July, S&P did move us up to A- as well. And currently the AM's best, we're on a positive outlook with a triple B plus, but I do foresee, them definitely looking, obviously with S&P upgrading us to an A-, plus then we're getting our single premium life insurance product in. That definitely may move us over the hump next year, that they can rate us hopefully an A- as well. So a lot of good things there from the financial standpoint.
And your business is way up this year. I think you guys are up about 100%, aren't you, here in 2024?
Yeah. So we did 3.1 billion in premium last year, and we're on a run rate right now currently to do about 6.5 billion. So we are definitely doubling our sales.
That's a big jump for sure.
That is a big jump for sure. So good things going on here. That's like I said, we've got these products, to be able to pivot to. You got a one-stop shop here at EquiTrust to be able. It's kind of like a convenience store where you can go in and get whatever you need. It's kind of like here, you can get what product you need for your client and not have to shop around for sure.
That's awesome.
Yeah, with the e-applications, like I explained, with Bridge, you must do it on our Bridge microsite. Can't do paper app. Say with the Wealth Max, you have to do it on Firelight. That's not a paper app as well. So you both have to be on the electronic system. Now for our index annuities, you can do it paper app still, but obviously, we want you, if you could, do it on the e-app. It's much easier and it helps you out, helps everybody out from the standpoint not having to, make any mistakes or anything like that for sure. So yeah, applications.
What's your turnaround time you think is going to be on the Wealth Max? I mean, if a guy has, cash coming with the app, via the e-app program,
Yeah.
it's going to be pretty quick turnaround, won't it, on those
Yeah.
applications?
Well, and that's maybe something I didn't mention for the Wealth Max. The nice thing is the underwriting is done on Firelight, so there is no medical records or anything involved in that standpoint, meaning that they just answer the questions on Firelight and they're going to get an answer of decline or approved within 1 minute. So that's huge. And then go through the application, submit the application, and yeah, I mean, if everything goes through, you could have the application done that day, and then send in the money if you got the money. Obviously, we still got to do check or wiring. We someday may have ACH, and that may be something we will have, which will be a big celebration there. From that standpoint to receive money, but yeah, no, definitely exciting times there for sure too.
Are you guys printing up policies? They come in via e-style or both?
They're still doing the printing them up or e-style as well.
Okay.
Kind of the same thing. Yep.
Good.
Exactly. Yep. Here's we're now awards top 50. Now this is the 8th year consecutive, or 9th year, excuse me. My apologies. 9th year consecutive that we've been on awards top 50. So that's a huge award and recognition in the life and health insurance company area. So definitely good credibility there for sure. And just once again, the agent website, agents.equitrust.com, where you can get all your information, very easy to register. You can see your pending business, you can see your active business, you can get everything. You can see your commissions, you can do your firelight from here. Obviously, you can do your firelight from IAMS as well, but a lot of great sales tools there from that standpoint. Like I said, you do need a login required for that. But yeah, that's really it today. Appreciate you having me on, Matt. From the sales support standpoint, you got our phone number here and our sales support email address. Anything you need from us, please give us a call. Once again, like I said, don't want to deter from Matt and all of his staff over there that do an excellent job as well. But we're definitely here too to help out in any way, shape, or form that we can today for sure. So I definitely appreciate you guys' time today, and if there's anything else we can ever do, let us know for sure.
Sounds good, Andrew. Appreciate your time here today. And as you mentioned, EquiTrust has a really good solution for all sides of the business right now. I mean, if you're looking at the best fixed rates, they're right up there right now. If you're looking at index cap rates, index bonus rates, they're right there at the top. And then the income side, they're number one along a lot of different avenues there. In the after 1 year of delay, they're number one across the board with a lot of those age groups. So really good to have you guys at such high levels right now on a lot of different sides of the business. So really appreciate you guys, and your service has been holding up quite well, even when you're seeing twice the volume of business coming in. The business is flowing through the channels much better than some other carriers have been doing.
Yeah, I can tell you that we were at 5 to 8 business days. We did do a rate decrease here recently 2 weeks ago. We got an influx of business, but we're still right around the 8 to 11 business day time frame. Much better than some of them out there. I know I've seen some coming out to 30 days.
Some of the 20 to 30 day range, and that's just way too long just to get the transfer paperwork sent out and stuff, and it makes it to be a huge hassle. But appreciate your time this morning. I appreciate everyone joining us today here on a Thursday morning. I know it's supposed to be pretty darn hot here in Omaha today, 90 degrees. So hopefully we'll see some cool down from those temperatures next by the weekend. So enjoy the weekend, everyone, and we'll look forward to a very prosperous end of the year here in 2024. I know our business is up about 15 to 18% here this year based on production overall. I know that, as we mentioned, EquiTrust has pretty much doubled their volume here in 2024. So great numbers to look forward to next year, and hopefully we'll see this trend of really strong business coming through here through the end of this quarter and the beginning of next year. Anything you want to finish off with, Andrew?
No, I don't think so. Like I said, I appreciate you having me on today, and definitely look forward to working with you all.
Sometimes we draw the short straw, Andrew, and you just happen to be the guy.
There you go. There you go. All right, Matt. Well, I appreciate your time.
Have a great day, and we'll talk to you soon.
You too. Bye-bye.
All right. See ya.